So I need to speak to Father.
Ah, hello, Mother. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
That's a loaded question.
That's a loaded question. What's been stolen from you?
Institute property is not often taken from us. We cannot react lightly when it happens. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone missing in recent months. They no doubt mean to free these synths, in their delusion that synths are somehow sentient beings. You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
What have they done?
What happened? What have they done?
They are in possession of technology that does not belong to them. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened. I'm afraid we've reached the point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
Not sure why you'd bother.
I'm not sure why you'd bother.
Aside from taking back our property, we must teach them a lesson, as it were. And quickly at that. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
Seriously, this is a waste of my time.
Seriously, this is a waste of my time.
Like many things at the Institute, this has ramifications beyond the immediate objective. Keep that in mind. A Corso will be waiting for you near Bunker Hill. You'll need him.
Alright. So, let's see. It says, inform the Railroad optional. Reach Bunker Hill. Right. And I have to, meet with Z114. Okay. See you later, son.
Just as you gave life to Father, he gave life to many of us.
Would that make you my grandchild?
Father has done remarkable things. I would not exist were it not for him.
Well, I can get into this terminal now.
Got it.
Because I put a thing into hacking, I believe. Applicators. What is it the applicator applicate? Some ammos, medical supplies, cauterizer, ear examiner. Alright. Okay, so let me look at my quest log. Underground, undercover, okay.
We must speak quickly. We cannot risk being discovered. I have made arrangements. I can get the 13 we discussed into position. But, tell me, do you think Mr. Benet's plan will work?
You having second thoughts?
You having second thoughts?
I'd risk anything for my people. It's just that Mr. Benet is many things, but he isn't always the most practical. And this plan is very risky.
A better plan is to use this opportunity to rescue everyone. But since we'll have to fight for it.
And I thought Mr. Benet's plan was too ambitious. Of course, I'd fight for my freedom. And I know of a few others that might as well. But enough to face all the guards? Perhaps, if we stand up openly to the scientists, more of my people would join us. Yes. Even if most don't join the fight, certainly there are many others who have been waiting their whole lives for this. But we should be prepared for some of the synths to fight against us.
All people want to be free.
All people want to be free. They just need the opportunity to take it.
I don't know. It's a gamble. I admire Mr. Benet a great deal. We can't tell him about this plan. It's his people we'll be fighting. I will talk to my friends. Meet me here tomorrow. If I don't make our appointment, assume the worst.
Alright. Here's Z-114 a day. Alright. Now let's go see Mr. Benet. Who seems to live in here.
You get me what we talked about, and I'm in business.
Liam, I got you your username and password.
You railroad guys really deliver, you know? Hooking that ancient tech up to the modern terminals is going to be seriously time-consuming. Even with that password. So hand it over and I'll get started.
This is a delicate operation.
This is a delicate operation. Are you okay if we have to use violence?
Why do you ask? There are stories about the railroad, that you're extremists. If I get even a hint that you're planning on hurting people, I'll pull the plug myself.
Here you go.
Here you go.
Great. Listen, I need a favor. Z-114 is working the atrium again. Can you give him an update? It's safer if you do it.
Alright. So, he's not... He wouldn't be cool with the violence.
Nice work, bringing that rogue synth back.
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
It's been a pleasure to meet you.
C1?
It's been a pleasure to meet you. I have nothing to report at the moment. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Okay. Look at Okay, I'm gonna go and talk to Desdemona. So I'm going to teleport. To Railroad HQ. Save.
Pam needs you in her room.
Alright. We'll go see Pam.
I'm very busy.
So am I. Hey, Pam.
Confirming presence of rogue variable. Dispensing data. There are 3 independent reports of Courser activity. Analysis completed based on target's activity pattern, location, and suspected trajectory. Conclusion. The Institute is actively looking for railroad assets. Stopgap solution. Terminate Courser threats whenever possible.
Wouldn't killing a Courser blow my cover?
Wouldn't killing a Courser blow my cover?
2 facts. Fact 1. If rogue variable leaves no survivors, chance of undercover mission being compromised is 1.3%. Railroad Alpha has deemed this an acceptable level of risk to preserve the current railroad organization construct. Fact 2. Only agents of designated subclass Heavy capable of eliminating Courser threat.
Just tell me what you want in English.
Just tell me what you want in English, Pam.
Processing. Clarification commencing. Target designated Courser Alpha is in a defended location with lower generation synth targets. Eliminate Courser variable, leaving no survivors. End of discussion.
Glad you're with us.
Some of the people you meet will be Institute replacements, synth duplicates, so be careful what you say.
We have a backlog of synths in the pipe. Let's get them out of the Commonwealth, safely.
Can I talk to you?
Something on your mind?
Yeah, can we talk privately where all these people aren't gonna interrupt us? Because every time I try to have a conversation, it seems like someone wants to go yakking. Anyways, any news on your side?
Any news on your side?
Things we've set in motion continue to move. There are complications, always are, but nothing worth bringing to your attention. How about you? Any news?
The Institute knows about Bunker Hill.
The Institute knows about Bunker Hill. They're planning to recapture the synths there.
The timing couldn't be worse. The old man's been sitting on those 4 synths. There's nowhere else that's safe we could put them. Maintaining your cover is vital, but the sacrifice is just too great.
How much damage would it cause?
How much damage would it cause if we let them hit us?
We're running out of places to hide our synths. That's why we put so many eggs in one crowded basket to begin with. So what would we lose? 4 synths, Stockton, some of our best agents, and the inevitable civilian casualties? No, not this time. We've never known when and where the Institute would strike us next. But now we have a chance to turn the tables. We wait until the enemy is in position, then we hit them hard. No one they send out comes back alive except you. Understand?
Won't the Institute be suspicious?
Won't the Institute be suspicious if I'm the only one left?
You're a lot tougher than anyone else in their outfit. If only one person could survive, it would be you. And any story you come up with won't be contradicted. We can't attack too early. We need to draw them into the kill zone, and then spring the trap. You'll know when. You'll probably have a Courser escort. You'll have to take them down. You've done it before, but it'll still be dangerous.
Well, this will be an interesting challenge.
Well, This will be an interesting challenge.
It's a risk, but it's one we have to take. So get it done.
Right. Now... I have these two quests. This one's on hold because I have to wait a day. Show on map. Okay, so this is Bunker Hill, and this is where the courser is. I think I'm going to take out this courser first. At the Watts place. So... I don't know. Wait. That's the one that I remember. It's kind of a long and difficult one, so I don't know. Maybe I'll save that one for later. Bunker Hill. Alright, let's go here. Travel there on foot for a little ways. And yeah, I still have a cold, but hopefully it's almost over. You know, I feel a lot better at the moment, at any rate. This cold is lasting a very long time compared to what, well, I mean, I haven't had a cold for this is the first cold I've had in like 2 years. So I guess I was overdue for having a cold. Alright, so I am at the old church. Oh, wrong thing. Or actually, no, let's see. Okay. I'm gonna uncheck that one for now. Okay, why do I got 2 things on one map when I only have 1 thing checked? I need to go like to the northwest and go over that bridge, which usually has raiders on it. Fountain with a toppled statue. Looks like Antifa has been here. Wow. The Freedom Trail goes to this bridge. And does it end, or does it pick up on the other side of the bridge, I wonder? Looks like it ends there. Ah, no, here it begins. Or continues, I should say. Looks like it leads to Bunker Hill. Alright, what does my quest say? It says reach Bunker Hill. Well, I have reached Bunker Hill. Says that my destination is below me? How odd. Okay. Ah, here we go. It's the synth. I mean, the courser.
I've been waiting for you.
You have? Stop doing that. Stop moving around. Watch your tone, Synth.
Watch your tone, Synth.
Next time, move faster. Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely impossible. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear?
I'm gonna need some of your grenades.
Hey, I'm gonna need some of your grenades. Hand them over.
Very well. Our targets are being sheltered by a man named Stockton. Limited backup will be available to us. Use these only if necessary. Here are the recall codes. Follow me. SRB intelligence reports indicate that the synths are... The mission's parameters just...
Alright, so... let's find the escaped synths. But I'm supposed to kill this guy, right?
Going shooting. Requesting backup relay now.
hill is hard.
Railroad heavy. I probably shouldn't take anything that belongs here. They'll go crazy and attack me and stuff. Lucas Miller. Yeah, because I took that gas can I'm now hostile with it, which, you know, I didn't think about that, but see now this guy is attacking me, and so now I gotta load a game. Let's see, load this quick save, okay.
Requesting backup relay now.
Target located.
What the? Lost them.
The glass say now. Deal with the escaped synths. Find the synth.
Take no prisoners.
Excuse me.
Thank you for sparing us.
We'll get somewhere safe as soon as you're gone.
You've given us another chance at life. We won't forget it. I can't believe you'd do that for us. Thank you.
What is it that I suppose they have done for you? Deal with escaped synths. Deal with escaped synths. And I got the dots over these guys. Confusing as heck. Deal with escaped synths. Well, how am I supposed to deal with them? Either issue their recall codes or turn on The Institute. Huh. And of course, it's taking forever to load this loading screen. Well, I'm going to end this episode here. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up.